Good evening. Welcome to Soundtracks with Birdman. Tonight, I was supposed to be in Boston watching the Boston Pops perform the Empire Strikes Back score live to the film, but I had personal issues that came up, and you got responsibilities. You got to take care of your dogs first, right? So I asked Big Al if he wanted to pop on here and watch the Empire Strikes Back with me, and we can share the experience together with everyone in YouTube land. So that's our goal for tonight. How are you, Big Al?
Wookie to the rescue. I am
Oh,
I am doing good.
that's my Wookiee noise.
Yeah, I don't do the wiki noise too well anymore. My throat is weird. But yeah, I was like going, do I want to do Al Baca or do I want to do Darth Sever? So I just went with Al Baca. But
Okay.
I'm glad you invited me to do this. It's never a bad thing to watch one of the original trilogy, man.
It's not. It's definitely not. And you're one of the more positive people I know. So who better to spend an evening with?
I try to be. I find something good even when it's bad.
I appreciate that about you. Let's welcome the chat real fast. Chris P says he cannot catch it live, but he will catch it on replay. Thank you, Chris P. Anytime you catch a show is always appreciated. And I hope you're having a good night. And David Penzak's in the house. Which version are we watching? The one that's on Google Play, which is the special edition. So
yeah, it's hard to get that theatrical
that's
one.
what we got.
Although, like I said, it is out there, that little 16 millimeter restoration original theatrical version thing that they've done to all the original trilogy. It's pretty cool.
Will you let me know where I can find that next time, and we'll hit that one up.
I got them. I can,
Okay. Ghost
drop.
Planet just popped in the house. Hello, how are you, ma'am? Hope you're doing well tonight. Empire Strikes Back, the best Star Wars movie ever made. Period. No point arguing the fact.
I can agree. It is probably top to bottom the best one. Not my favorite. My favorite will always be the original because it is the one that affected me so much. 1977 was a very good year, as was 78. 79, of course, 80 came along with this one, and then 83 would return.
Eric Woods just popped in, said his cough is still coughing, but he's happy to watch along. We appreciate you watching along, Sir Eric.
I hope you feel better.
I hope you feel better too. It's been a while. You've been sick for a while. And Big Al was just telling me how awesome the Orville is. And I said, Eric Wood said it's the best thing on TV.
I got a hold of it today. I got a hold of the first episode, and I still got about the last 2 minutes to watch because that's when you sent the stream link. So I was like, oh, God, I'll finish it later. I've got it. I downloaded it. So yeah, it's an awesome show. It really is. And I gotta say, the new Star Trek Strange New Worlds.
Happy with that?
Equally awesome, man. It's very much in that original Trek kind of style. Each episode is a standalone. They don't have this overarching plot line that goes through an entire season. And I like that. I like episodic.
I just ordered the Orville Season 1 soundtrack from La La Land. They're having a sale. It's $10 right now.
Ooh, I need to get a hold of that.
Season 2 is also on sale for $10, but it is out of stock.
I have very precious little Orville stuff. I would love to get the Orville itself, the ship. I know Eagle Moss has like one of the 11-inch edition. I want the Orville and the original Enterprise and the original Galactica.
I saw that there's a Star Destroyer Lego set available. It's like 43 or 44 inches long.
Yeah, it was like $700 or something.
$700. I'm sure it's worth every penny.
Oh, and I bet it takes a while to put that sucker together too.
I'm sure.
Get it?
But I think of all the CDs I could buy with that.
Be that one piece missing. You're like, no.
Oh Lord.
Be like Vader yelling no after he.
Yeah. Legos. Yeah. Well, you ready to start this film?
Sure. Are we starting at the very beginning?
Where else would we start?
001. Well, I don't know. Some people like to go through.
I mean, we could like break it up Christopher Nolan style, and
Now, I love watching Star Wars. There is a sacred experience of listening to the Fox fanfare.
yes. And did you know
There's something about
that
it.
to my understanding, this was the first time they re-recorded the 20th Century Fox intro for a film?
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
But I like that it's the full one and not the truncated one. You
Yeah.
get that full da 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 da.
You ready?
Sure am.
Okay, I'm at 0.
Okie dokie, me too.
All right. 3, 2, 1, play.
Bum bum. Dum dum.
I did so miss this with the new ones.
Lucasfilm Limited in that beautiful green. Like I said, I had a good day today finding my original Star
I
Wars
saw
Fan
that.
Club
That was awesome.
T-shirt. I could not wear it, and it's
Boom! There it is. Star Wars.
the greatest intro to a film series of all time. Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back.
It is a dark time for the rebellion.
Although the Death Star has been destroyed, Imperial troops have driven the rebel forces from their hidden base and pursued them across the galaxy. Evading the dreaded Imperial Starfleet, a group of freedom fighters led by Luke Skywalker has established a new secret base on the remote ice world of Hoth. You know, there's some missing commas there, I just realized.
Oh, stop being an English teacher.
The evil Lord Darth Vader, obsessed with finding young Skywalker, has dispatched thousands of remote probes into the far reaches of space. ... That last sentence is grammatically correct. I never noticed it before. There's some commas that should have been in that the third paragraph there. Or it's the second paragraph, I forget. Now, the one thing here they didn't, I like about the original one is when they get that little flute before everything happens.
Mm-hmm. So, if you could have a Star Destroyer, like life-size Star Destroyer, would you want one?
Do I have other choices, or do I have to pick it or nothing?
You have one other choice.
What's my other choice?
It's your choice. That's why it's a choice.
If it were me, a Star Destroyer would just be too big. I would want something more along the lines of the Millennium Falcon or the Ghost from Rebels, also a nice little ship. Did you ever watch Rebels?
No.
I hated this probe droid, man. The Probot.
You don't like the probe droid? That thing's awesome.
No, I mean, no, I like the design, but I hate it as an entity. You know, it's like, it's very spider-like and scary. I love the hints of Harryhausen with the tauntauns.
What about Tauntaun? Would you take a Tauntaun?
Oh, I like a tauntaun. Yeah, tauntauns are cool.
I do not have anything from Goosebumps. I don't really know anything about Goosebumps except it's a TV show. And we're getting a small taste of the Princess and Han love theme right here, which seems kind of odd because there's no princess in the frame, but that's okay.
Yeah, but Han was kind of like, oh, not the tauntaun.
Hello, Andrew. How are you? Yes, The Empire Strikes Back, mother of all film scores. Yes. I was supposed to be in Boston tonight and tomorrow to watch the Boston Pops do this, but things came up and I had to take
So,
care of real life responsibilities. So I thought I would just do this and have a good time.
so they
So,
were going to play the movie without a theme, but play the theme.
yeah. Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
They play the entire score to the movie as it's going. I saw them do Star Wars summer before the pandemic struck.
Ooh, but that'd be
Yeah.
awesome.
That's one record. Yep.
So they were able to get versions of the films without the score.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's right, Chewie. You left there doing all the work on the Falcon yourself. Han's out there running around and now about to start flirting with the princess.
Yes, Andrew. Live to picture. That's right. Orchestra live to picture. I'm sure it would have been amazing, but this will be more amazing for me. So,
You know, I look at Carrie Fisher back then, and I do get the hints of Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things.
really?
Millie Bobby Brown. She's the girl from Stranger. Have you watched Stranger Things?
No, I really don't watch TV.
Dude,
No.
you got to know these actresses that are coming up. Yeah, she's an 18-year-old actress who looks
So,
very much like
she's
Carrie
of age,
Fisher.
right? Okay. Andrew says they just started doing Superman live to picture. That would be a good show.
Ooh, that'd be cool. I think Chewie would like that. Little nookie for the Wookiee.
That's right. I think John Williams wrote like 107 minutes of music for this film.
I know the film's 2 hours 7.
I don't think that article is right because this is pretty much a wall to wall score. I think there's more score than that. And so what color is that jacket, Al?
Oh, Han's jacket?
Yeah.
I would say dark blue.
Nope.
Black?
Nope.
What color is it?
Dark brown.
Oh, it's dark brown. Wow. Well, I'm colorblind anyway. So.
Well, the action figure came out with a blue coat, but the coat's actually brown.
It does not look brown.
Columbia came out with a replica jacket a couple years back, and they did the blue jacket version like you got in the action figure. I think it was 500. I think 500 or 600. It was a nice jacket. I missed out on it. And then if you wanted to get the brown version, which was autographed by Harrison Ford, I think it was 1,500. It also immediately sold out.
Look at the bones. Sorry, having a little Monty Python moment there. Hanging up the fresh meat.
Yeah, Eric, what do you think the total runtime on this score is?
I will say it's moments like this where I think the special edition really does pay off because you get a little bit more of the Wampa. And he is kind of cool.
I like Wampas. I wouldn't mind having a Wampa if he wouldn't kill me.
Yeah, I got a Wampa figure somewhere.
You know, I don't think that Wampa scene really adds much to the movie. I think it was fine the way it was.
Oh, I think so. Oh, well, yeah, it is. But if you're gonna do it, I think they did it well. You know, there's a lot in the film that could probably be cut out technically, but you get more this way. See, that's cool. It's him standing up like that, going, "Wait a minute, what's going on?"
Andrew, I think there's about 20 minutes that was cut out from the film. Yeah, Eric Woods is correct. The added Wampa shot scripts timing for the score.
True, but I like the Wampa. I will say though, for a kid that was raised on Tatooine, this must be absolute hell for him.
Or it might be wonderful. I mean, you know, if you hate the heat.
Well, I mean, if you're raised in the heat, you're probably used to the heat. You know what I mean? You know, it's
I
like
mean, I'm
people
from
live in.
Alabama. I would rather live on Hoth than Tatooine.
Well, I would too. Of course, it goes down to personal, but I have an aunt who lives in Florida. She comes up here and it's 60. She's freezing because she's so
Yeah.
used to that Florida temperature. R2D2, the Swiss Army droid. Anything you need, that he can bring it out. So
Columbia
stayed
also
on
did a
that.
jacket. They did Luke Skywalker's jacket and Princess Leia's jacket. But the Han Solo jacket was the one that I really wanted.
Yeah, he had the cool fur around the hood.
Yeah.
I do like the vests, though. Those are cool. I like a vest.
So how many figures did you have growing up, Al? You're a little bit
Uh,
older.
I have a Darth Vader head that's full, and then some more outside of that. If anybody remembers the Darth Vader carrying case
I
for
do.
figures,
Yeah.
I got that full, and I think there are some others floating around in a small box. Although I might be. I did find the little die-cast ships the other day when I was going through a box. The
Yeah.
X-wing, the Falcon. I think I sent you a picture.
Hmm?
Did I send you a picture?
No, but you need to.
Oh, I should do that. I don't know if I still got it or not. I might have deleted it. Poor Chewie. I love Chewie.
David still has his Darth Vader collector's case. I gave mine away a long, long time ago. I wish I still had it though.
Yeah, I've got it, and it's full of figures.
Could this be Ben Kenobi's theme right here? Could it be Ben Kenobi's
Well,
theme?
that little dun, 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 dun,
Yeah,
dun, isn't that the
I'm making a
Force
joke
theme?
because the Force theme was Ben's theme originally.
Yeah, because I do like that full Force theme. David Penzak still owns all his old Star Wars toys. I've got most of them. I gave some of the like bigger things away because I just didn't have the room. Uh, I gave the professor my big Millennium Falcon.
What? You had the
Yeah,
Millennium Falcon?
yeah, the big one that you could put the figures
Never
in.
had that. Never had that.
Yeah, I had that. I gave that to the professor
Did
because
you have an
he's.
AT-AT?
No, I had an ATST though. I had the little one, the
Okay.
chicken walker, which I still have, and I have an X-wing. I gave my TIE fighters away. I gave my slave one away to to my friends who helped me move, and he actually restored them a little, gave them new stickers and things like that. Really cool. On the outside, classic line.
David says a retired Kenner art director lives down the street from him. That's cool. Does he have any leftover Star Wars art? What's his address? When is he not at home? Details, please. Now here's the track they're gonna reuse at the end of the film for the hyperspace. They're trying to get the hyperspace fix.
Yeah, and it's a good heart pumping theme. I really
Yeah.
like it. Dun, 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 you know. I always like these snow speeders. I think I gave my
Yeah.
snow speeder away too.
Eric Wood said he had 0 Star Wars characters, but his dad found Han Solo and Leia at a garage sale and put them on his wedding cake. That's cute.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which version of Han and Leia?
A little time in the back to take.
I always like that droid with all the arms. I forget what its name is. That guy to the left.
Oh yeah. I love that like late 70s, early 80s hair.
Yeah, Eric says this was a tracked hyperspace Q, but he wished they used the original Q. Where's the original Q at? Is that which soundtrack pressing is it on?
I just love how full of himself he is.
So were they together at this point in time in real life?
I think they had been. I'm not sure of the timeline, but I think by this time they had been together.
But she's like what, 21 at this point in time?
No, she's older than that at this time.
She's how old?
I can look it up.
She's like, wasn't she like 18 when the first one came out?
Ew. Kissing her brother. Ew. She was born in 56, so she was 21 when the first one came out, so she'd be about 24.
23, 24, yeah.
Yeah. She was born 56, Harrison Ford in 42, so well 14 year age difference there. Of course, the Imperial probe droid made an appearance again in Obi-Wan Kenobi Episode 3.
Eric says that they were pretty much at each other's throats while filming.
Well, I think probably they were in the aftermath. Boom, baby. I also have Han's pistol somewhere.
Oh, you want to see something cool? I'll be right back.
Huh?
I'll grab something. I'll be right back.
Okay. Got him on the run. Gotta love this. This theme is epic. When you feel like you want to kill somebody, you play this theme.
The original.
Kind of fulfills that supervillain aspect that you want to.
Did you see it, Al?
Oh, no, I was watching the movie.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
This is the original, real deal.
Oh, the one they built the prop off of.
Yeah, broom handle houses.
Nice. No, I couldn't see you because I'm watching the movie.
Look how small the grip is on this thing. Here's my hand. I don't have big hands, but this is not a comfortable gun to hold at all, unless you got small hands. But yes, it works. But no, you really can't get bullets for it anymore. So.
Julian Glover. That's Admiral Oswald, right? If it is, he's the one that was in Allegiance. But yeah, I love that Imperial March. That is such it's a perfect theme for Vader. I like it. Nice to a droid. Always pays off. A big old hug.
I think the Hot Toys Luke Skywalker Hoth X-Wing fighter pilot outfit ships next month. I've had them on pre-order for like 2 years. So I'm just like, anytime you want to ship them, please do.
I'll say Peter Mayhew was the second Star Wars actor I ever met. First one was Dave Prowse.
Were they both nice?
Yeah, very nice. Peter was very, very nice. I actually got to chat with him a little bit. It was later in the day, and his line was kind of more sporadic.
Mm-hmm.
So I just kind of got the gusto up to just kind of start a conversation with him, and he was really nice.
Eric Woods is bringing me down tonight. Is the Imperial March not in the Obi-Wan series?
I don't remember.
Eric, is the Imperial March not in the Obi-Wan series? She posted something on Instagram about how she wrote a new theme for Princess Leia, and I'm like, why the hell would you do that? You've already got a theme for Princess Leia. Just use what you got. Just make a new arrangement. Oh, Admiral Oswald.
Ozzel. Ozzel. I like the little nod. Is like, come get this off the deck.
Neither is Luke's, Leia's, or the Force theme. I mean, you think she was told not to use them? Like, hey, Natalie, if you use these themes, we got to pay John Williams a royalty fee. So use something different. You think that's what it was, or it's just? I hate to say it. Do you think it's arrogance? Be like, well, I'll just write my own thing. It'll be better. Or do you think it's that?
Or maybe they'll use it later on.
Hmm.
Because right now, like, his world is upside down. He's not as in tune with the Force as he used to be. So maybe playing the Force theme isn't appropriate.
Well, I was excited for the score. I was very hopeful that it would be something like Shadows of the Empire or Rogue One, but apparently it's not sounding like it is.
Like, do you ever watch Family Guy when they did the Star Wars parodies?
I've never watched Family Guy.
Like when that scene when they fire that gun, it goes, "Fire nipple gun."
Eric, there will be another concert. I'm sure. I'll see it. It's just not this year. But I couldn't go off and leave my dogs hanging in the wind. So it's all good. I get to spend tonight with y'all. So.
I can remember being in the theater when these things started. It was like, oh man.
Present time code David 2603. Battle of Hoth is just starting.
Oh, R2 just getting a little snow on his noggin.
And this was chopped up into like 3 different tracks in the original soundtrack. And they were not sequential tracks either.
Whee! Right between the legs.
Did you have any of the Hoth play sets as a child?
I had something. I think I had the Wampa thing. I know I had the Cantina. You got a dud of a speeder there, Luke. Everything's breaking.
Eric, do you like it that they broke up the tracks separately on the original release? Do you recognize him from Last Crusade?
Yep. Julian Glover.
He was also in a James Bond. Which Bond movie was he in?
I don't know. Let me
Was it Octopussy or Your Eyes Only?
Let me look up here. For Your Eyes Only.
Okay.
Aristotle Christatos. He also was the voice of the Acromantula spider Aragog in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets.
Oh. Huh.
And he was also in Game of Thrones. Great career. Got one.
Did you have the Atari game for Empire?
No,
You would.
I never had Atari games or anything like
Oh,
that.
oh my. Okay. Well, you would have to shoot the AT-ATs and blow them up.
Now I remember loving the original Star Wars arcade game where you like shoot the TIE fighters and you have to go through the towers and then you go into the trench. I was actually pretty good at that game. Must be pretty frustrating shooting at that sucker and nothing happens.
Yeah.
Oops.
Wow. David got to meet the director of photography.
Oh, cool.
That's cool.
Squish. I can remember watching, not watching, but listening to the radio play when they originally did it, and it's all like, look, Luke is shooting up there. He's rising up. Oh, he took his lightsaber. It's like them telling you what he's doing because like someone's like watching you, I guess. I wonder if those speeders are space worthy. I don't think they are they?
Well, when I had mine, it could go in space as well.
I like how they just like put in the little digital chicken walkers in a couple of places. That was a good shot. Usually the Imperials aren't known for their sharpshooting, but that was a good shot. Kind of like love a
Well,
good
Eric, I
section of
think
this.
this is my favorite segment for the Battle of Hoth. It's like this piece from here on forward is mine.
I do like this That sense of urgency it gives.
And the way the Imperial March just kind of blares in here.
Yeah. You know, C3PO can move when he has to. It might.
Was the Wampa and Echo based subplot deletion a good thing? I don't know. I would like to see it worked in. Of course, at this point, I'm so used to seeing it a certain way. You start throwing in new stuff, it kind of throws me off. But George Lucas was never happy with the way the Wampas looked. And yes, Vader's on screen and John Williams is using his theme. Imagine that. And we're gonna get like a brief relaxing music here as Luke flies off, but then we're just gonna dive headfirst in the asteroid field. Yeah.
You know, it must be kind of cool to be a droid sitting back in the that slot in the X-wing. It's got to be a great view. Yes, because we know R2 can fly that sucker.
Mm-hmm. It's like the best cue in cinema history, like forever. What about the desert chase or the map room at dawn? And this piece used to get a lot more love in concerts. It was on a lot of the early John Williams Boston Pops recordings, but it's kind of fallen out of favor in recent years.
What
I think that's a shame. Yeah, this piece used to get played at concerts, but not so much anymore. And why the hell are you buffering? Hmm. Okay, Eric says Desert Chase is number 2.
Look at that. Who's flying?
Well, David agreed with Eric. This is the best cue in cinema history. Okay.
Oh, I just love that. I always love that shot. That little sweeping shot of the Falcon.
Eric says Lando's robot girlfriend is flying. I'm having to restart my tablet, Al, so I'm gonna need a timestamp here in a second.
Oh, okay. Whee! I always love it when a bigger ship is able to outmaneuver like tiny little fighters.
Well, you know what they say, Al. It's not the size of the ship; it's the captain of the ship.
That's how you fly it.
That's right. Yes, Eric. The visual effects for Empire is just like I think they still hold up. I mean, I'd rather watch Empire Strikes Back than a Transformer movie.
Transformer movies, they're too busy. There's too much going on with the robots. Little things spinning and it just gets on my nerves. It's visual noise.
Hmm.
I wonder what he is saying when he's beeping there. He's like, "Look at this crap you got us into now, Luke." It's like, this is why I wanted to fly it.
Okay, you're in Dagobah now, right?
Yeah, you need timestamp
Yeah.
420567
42?
42 4210 4211 4212. R2 just went into the swamp.
Are you at 43?
I'm at 4226.
Okay, let me know when you get to 4311.
Doop 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 doodle 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 doop.
You at 43?
Not yet. You want 43 or 4311?
4311.
Okay, I'll tell you. I'm at
Okay.
4250. Uh-oh, big swamp monster. Okay, 10 more seconds. Get ready. 4307, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I had the Dagobah playset as a child. My grandmother bought it for me at Kmart.
Well, see, that's what R2 should have used some of the little rockets he had in the sequel trilogies, or sorry, the prequel trilogies. It's like, Wipe my eyeball off. I can't see.
So would you want the Super Star Destroyer or the Standard Star Destroyer?
Well, if you're going to go big,
Okay.
might as well go big. If you know, like I said, I'd be much happier with a. I do love in Obi-Wan they keep those sound effects, that little squeak sound of everything locking in.
Eric says he wishes the droid theme from this one would have followed R2 and 3PO. That would have been a nice touch. Yes, David, with a Super Star Destroyer comes super responsibilities, yes.
Yeah.
But you'd have room for all your stuff.
And everybody else's stuff, too.
Yeah. For that ship from Robotech.
Oh, I love that ship. I actually have a video in the works of my top 10 favorite ships, not from Star Trek or Star Wars. I've recorded one version. I need to listen to it. I just haven't done it yet. Let's see if I like it. I might have to redo it. I don't know. I might just put it out. Just me rambling on about my favorite ships. It's my channel, and I'll ramble if I want to.
Eric brings up an interesting point. The Imperial March has never played quite the same way twice in this film. Much like the Kenobi series, where the Imperial March is never played at all. So.
He's hiding out on Dagobah to avoid his responsibilities as a father to young Grogu.
Is he Grogu's dad?
They have not established that yet. He was just a youngling who happened to be hidden and gotten out of there.
One of the last concerts I saw John Williams conduct at, he was talking about Yoda's theme, and I could tell from the way he talked, he really had an affinity for Yoda.
Well, I think we all do. I love Yoda.
Sideshow came out with a life-size Yoda a while back, but it was really pricey. It was really, really pricey.
A little Yoda butt.
So, Eric, when you saw this, what was the cutoff point for the intermission with the orchestra? Little tug of war. Where's my stick?
As much as I love CGI Yoda, you just can't beat Puppet Yoda.
I just give me Puppet Yoda. That's all I need.
Yeah, I love Puppet Yoda. I like how he plays the cantankerous, strange guy personality before he reveals who he really is.
We get to hear Yoda's theme. Part of it, at least.
They say keep your head on a swivel. I guess, R2's got that covered.
It does.
So he is talking to the female robot from Solo. It works. See, it fits, people.
Now, Eric, just think how much better this theme would sound if Annie Sophie Mutter was playing it on her violin.
Is that a jab at him?
It's a jab at her. He's not fond of it, and I concur. But she got a new arrangement of it for her.
Okay, this is the Haunted Leia theme, right? Or is it the Leia theme? Hashtag me too, Solo. Ouch. I like how the one guy just disappears after the asteroid hits his ship. Uh-oh, Daddy's calling. Well, not really Daddy, but you know what I mean.
No, I wish they had left the original guy playing the Emperor.
It was actually a woman.
Really?
Yeah, the original Emperor Visage was played by a woman. Well, this gives it continuity, though.
Well, I think that the new conversation they have feels rather forced and choppy. It just doesn't. So you say Vader's pretty pissed off in the Obi-Wan series?
Oh, he is ticked. He is obsessed with getting Obi-Wan and making him suffer.
Mhm.
I do like that little pot he's got.
So is this house like a carved out tree?
I always thought it was like a mud hut.
Hmm.
Or it could be just, I don't know, a combination.
Mm-hmm.
It goes all Miyagi. I like that.
You've watched that Seagull song, haven't you?
The what?
Seagulls. Seagulls, stop it now. Do 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 do, you know?
Are you
Seagulls?
are you talking about a flock of seagulls?
No, no. The Yoda song on the YouTube.
Oh, I don't think I might have. I just don't remember it.
You might have you don't I'm sure you would remember. I'm sure someone in the chat knows what I'm talking about.
I remember the one song about Baby Yoda.
No, this is before Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Rockin' and rollin', down to the beach I'm strolling. That song, you know, seagulls poke at my head, not fun. I said seagulls, stop it now. Come on.
No, it doesn't ring a bell.
Nope. Okay. You know, sometimes I feel like we're really good friends. Other times, Al, I you feel like a stranger to me. So
Go Team Ghostfire says the Death Star looks cool. I always prefer the first Death Star. The second one, although it was supposed to be bigger and more powerful, just looks wrong because it's not complete.
looks unfinished to me.
Yeah, it's all unfinished. I like the full ball. She said the line. She said the line.
Eric Woods knows what I'm talking about.
I'll listen to it later.
Okay.
I like to see their video. Go away, go away. Shoo, shoo.
Okay, David says
like
gets an
this.
intermission when the Falcon flies off to Cloud City. That's probably a good like halfway point. Yeah.
I like this. I like this little section of the theme too. Dun, 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 dun,
Dun,
dun,
dun, dun,
dun.
yeah.
So we're in a summit. Get out when you need to. It's a big giant worm.
Or snake.
With Minox in its belly. Whee! I like a little flip.
Run, 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 jump. I can be a backpack while you climb. You know. Come on, Al. I know you know this song.
I don't know the song.
Stand on one hand and lift rocks with your special gift. Come on. Come on.
I'll listen to it later.
Okay.
I was on the callback that they give in Book of Boba Fett when Luke has got Baby Yoda on his back and he's teaching him.
I saw that clip on the YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah. I love it. This was a great callback to.
And you enjoyed the Book of Boba Fett, Al?
Yes, I did very much.
Okay.
First couple episodes were a little slow, but that was fine. They were setting up the universe. Everybody was flipping out about, oh, why are they doing this? Oh, I don't like what they're doing. I'm like, oh,
They were like, Al, can you do that one more time?
why are they doing this? Oh, stop. Oh, I hate it. You know, Disney's evil, man. I just love how some people who have quote unquote given up on Star Wars and Disney still cannot leave it alone though. They're always like trying to convince you that it's bad. In fact, someone today posted something in their Facebook. And you know what I'm talking about.
Is that the thing that I commented on? I said, wait till the final episode when Yoda comes, when
Yeah.
Baby Yoda comes in and saves
Yeah,
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
it was just such a random thing for him to post. I just like, why? Do you want me to like just flood this thing with Baby Yoda memes? Because I can. I resisted.
I will say this: my best friends, boys, they're young. They really love Baby Yoda, and it's nice seeing someone connecting with Star Wars who's not our
Right.
age.
And I always find it fascinating when you can take a small little puppet and give it so much personality. Swipe.
Eric, isn't this like one of the few pieces that's got a synthesizer used on it?
Freaky. I can still remember just people losing their minds because this is all, remember, pre-internet. Nobody saw what we find out later coming. It was awesome. A Bosk.
I always liked him. I thought he was cool. I think he was my favorite bounty hunter after Boba Fett. And Zuckuss and 4LOM are pretty cool. And I thought
IG-88.
Dengar had potential, and IG-88 just looked like I bet you can do something. I'm just not too sure what it is.
Well, you kind of see in Mandalorian when they bring in IG-11
Yeah.
what what a droid like that is capable of.
It's not my fault.
Sometimes you just gotta tell C-3PO to shut up. Strafe.
And this guy's like way too optimistic about his chances of coming back to work.
Yeah.
Like, I will apologize and assume full responsibility. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. It's like, okay.
It's like, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think the other guy's like, oh crap, I guess I'm getting promoted.
Oh, Michael Culver is still with us, 83 years old.
Hello, Gigawatt. Nice of you to join us tonight. We're watching Empire Strikes Back. Timestamp is 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 30 seconds.
Do or do not. There is no try. "42 years later, and it's still such a great quote. Do or do not. There is no try.
Eric is spot on. A brilliant, one more brilliant musical cues for the films coming up, with Yoda lifting the X-wing up out of the swamp.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So, how much of Yoda is Frank Oz, and how much is John Williams? What's the breakdown? The same.
I'd say 60-40.
Which way?
Oz.
Frank Oz is 60.
Yeah. Because there's just something about the voice, the movements, the design of Yoda himself. There is this wizened quality to him. I mean, I could go 50-50 and not argue. What would you think?
I'd probably go 50-50. Because Yoda in the Phantom Menace, he was mostly just all CGI, and he just didn't quite feel the same.
Well, no, Phantom Menace, he was still a puppet.
Was he? Are you sure?
Well, originally he was. They might have gone back and he didn't look right to me. But then they CGI'd him.
Eric says Oz made him come to life. Williams gave added emotion. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like I go with 50-50, I think. You get like this massive flourish of music coming up right here.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Bah!
Punctuated by the brass.
Yeah. You got to think Yoda's been alone on this planet. Hasn't really, I guess, been doing that much, but he's still able to do that.
All right, he was a puppet in close-ups, but CGI and walking around and whatnot. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gigawatt.
That is why you fail.
Someone made a YouTube video as to why Darth Vader liked Admiral Piet. And of course, they were like diving into like all the books and comic books to explain everything. And
Yeah.
I appreciate the people that do that because I will never read these books.
I do want to say the Millennium Falcon in that shot I think is about the size of a quarter. I think it's the smallest ship that they made for the Falcon. I once took a Lando Calrissian image and put my head on it with the hair. I called him Lando Alrissian.
Star Destroyers make a lot of trash, don't you think?
Yeah, and they just dump it. Here come Boba Fett.
And you hear Boba Fett's theme for the first time. Or it's probably more of a motif than an actual full-fledged theme.
I believe I can fly. R2 can touch the sky.
Who's your favorite Star Wars character, Al?
Probably Chewbacca, followed very closely by R2-D2.
Okay. People in the chat, what's your favorite Star Wars character? Gigawatt says they had to build a Dagobah set 5-6 feet above soundstage so they could have room to work with the puppets. Yeah.
Yeah. It was raised. I was never a fan of the Cloud City ships.
Why is that? Don't like how they look, or?
Yeah, they just look a little goofy with the two pods.
Gigawatt says Darth Vader is his favorite character.
Mm-hmm. I'm also very fond of Obi-Wan. And Yoda, loved Yoda.
What about Blue Snaggletooth?
The what?
Blue Snaggletooth.
Oh, from the
Do you have
cantina.
a Blue Snaggletooth?
I don't know if he's blue or not. I have a snaggletooth. I think.
Team Ghost Planet likes Darth Vader. Okay. Eric likes Han Solo. So Ralph McCreary's original concept was Cloud City was an Imperial city. Do you have the what were they called? It was like a series of concept drawings, and they were very long, not very high. Did them for Empire, Star Wars, and Jedi.
Oh, like the art, those art prints.
Yeah,
Ralph McCoy did.
yeah.
I thought I did. I think I did.
I've got the Empire one, and I've thought for the longest time to take each one and frame them individually, but wall space is such a premium at my house. I don't know where the hell I would put them, but they would just look phenomenal, just all framed up on a wall. But again, the walls are pretty much completely covered as is. So David likes Vader and R2. Gigawatt says no love for Lobot. I know what's wrong with Lobot. He's kind of cool. He's got like the little headphone things on.
He's the strong, quiet type. Ichuta. Ooh. Poor 3PO.
How many themes do we have in this movie?
I don't know.
Yeah, the portfolio set. That's what they were, David. The
Yeah,
portfolio
portfolios.
sets.
That's
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
See what brings a
I've,
good point.
I've
Chewie,
got
it's
so
like
much stuff packed
I heard
packed
blaster
up. I
shot,
don't know
but
what
after
I
seeing
have.
everything's good. Yeah. Way to go, Chewie.
I love that look that Obi-Wan gave just there from Yoda to Luke as Yoda had said that.
I'm thinking all themes, Eric.
I can remember in theater when he said that. I'm like, what?
Who is it? Who is it? Yeah.
What do you mean there's another?
Yes, Yoda's referring to Princess Leia.
Yeah. There's a busted IG droid back there.
What does the IG stand for?
I don't know. That's a good question. Does it stand for anything? Like, what does R&D stand for in R2D2?
Well, he's an
He's an astromech.
astrotech droid, yeah, but they just have letters and numbers assigned to them.
Right.
I would pimp that cape, though. I would definitely pimp that cape. Have you ever had a cape, Al?
Not really.
Mm.
I once had a big blanket that I wore as a Viking style cloak, which was square.
Okay.
But I never had like the proper type of a cloak.
This is an awesome scene when he pulls out his gun and zap, 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 and he's pulled out.
Betrayed.
Oh, David, what's this 2 volume set book? Um, Star Wars art. When did this book come out?
I do have an old book called The Art of Star Wars, which is a lot of the, kind of stuff like that. It doesn't have the cover the dust cover anymore, but
Oh, go Gigawatt. IG stands for Intergalactic because they were made by the Intergalactic Banking Clan.
yeah,
Interesting.
I was just reading that.
So, David, you like the expanded edition because of the new Cloud City scenes?
In the earliest Italian works, the astromech droids are called C1 units, while R2D2 was called C1P8. What the hell? Boom, and put them right out. There you go.
Yeah, Eric, I don't like that they replaced Fett's voice either.
I just like, he's like, I feel terrible.
Okay, the Star Wars art book came out in 2016.
I like that. Get that cloak straight.
Right.
I mean, he's got to look good. That's all.
He's Billy D, man. Billy D.
Do what?
He's Billy D.
That's
Billy D.
right.
Gotta look good. I remember when I saw this, back in 1980, I felt like Han Solo was like actually going to like straight up die.
Yeah. Now, what do you think when you first saw this? What did you think of Lando?
I don't know. I thought he was like screwing his friends over, but then he changed his mind.
Well, I don't see. I never saw him as screwing his friends over. I saw him as a man who was in a bad spot. What was he going to do? You have Vader and a battalion and God knows how many Star Destroyers on the other side of the planet. I don't think Lando had a choice. I do like them using Tamora Morrison's voice, though.
I'm guessing Boba Fett, Gigawatt. I'm guessing Boba Fett deduced where he was going and alerted the Empire, and the Empire got there a little bit before Han Solo did. Because the Millennium Falcon didn't have light speed.
Yeah. Greatest comeback ever for
And one of the best musical pieces of the entire film is right here.
Yep.
And the way it's just going to like directly transition in the Imperial March here in a second.
That building to the crescendo.
I think this is probably the best version of the Imperial March for the entire film.
Love the lighting in this scene.
I've got a poster of this scene from Burger Chef. If anyone remembers Burger Chef from back,
I remember Burger Chef, dude. That's cool.
They did a set of 3 posters that Hoth, Clouds, the carbon freezing, and Dagobah. I thought the Dagobah was the weak one. And Boba Fett's getting a pretty good payday out of this because Empire's paying him, and now Jabba's going to pay him. You're getting paid twice for the same job.
Frozen in carbonate. R2's not exactly stealthy.
No. Go Team Ghost Planet brings up a good point that Boba Fett looks badass. He does. I wonder if he had been as popular if he did not look like such a badass.
Well, you kind of had to make him a badass to really make him believable as a threat. That image right there is perfect.
Yeah.
That Vader silhouette with the blue and the red on the floor. Oh, God, I love it.
You know, when you really look at this set doesn't even have walls. It's just pipe and steam. Notice how Vader's all one-handed?
Yep. Because I remember reading once that wielding a lightsaber, it's not as light as you think it would be when active. There is kind of a heft to it, which is why a lot of people need the two hands to really control it.
Gigawatt's correct. He is just toying with Luke for most of this movie, up until like that final confrontation where his patience is waning. See, I don't know why you needed to insert that new matte painting right there. That doesn't really change the movie for me.
R2's trying to catch up. I remember early on, I was never a big fan of Slave One.
What? Awesome ship. I mean, I don't understand the logistics of it, but it looks awesome.
Well, I like it now. But originally, I was always calling it the elephant ship. It looked like an elephant with a trunk. But you see some of the inside of it in Book of Boba Fett, how it's arranged and how you get into it, and you've got that rotating cockpit thing.
David, do you have the Burger Chef poster?
Oh, they were Boris Vallejo? Oh, cool.
I should probably frame those. I think I could find a spot for those somewhat easily.
You just might have to add an addition to your house.
If I could have like a wall over a wall and it could like move back and forth, that would be cool. Or buy a bigger house with like 2 staircases going upstairs. That would be very helpful. Kilowatt says OSHA wouldn't be happy with how fast the tours closed.
Yeah. Vader's starting to play hardball now.
This is one of the better cues in the soundtrack too. I think this was called was this the Duel? That was this name for this track?
You'd know better than I would.
Unfortunately, once CDs came out, you would just remember what number. You wouldn't remember the title.
Yeah, I know. I think it's like number 17.
And David says Bob Richardson, Master Swordsman, doubled for Vader in some of the lightsaber fight scenes. That's cool.
Yeah, I've seen some of the behind-the-scenes shots of Bob Anderson in the Vader outfit. Wonderful.
I think Stormtroopers maybe land 2 or 3 shots in the entire trilogy. They don't land many.
I love this shot that's about to come. Whoa! There's no music here either. So right here it starts in low.
Sorry, I was being.
First blood.
Ow.
And now Vader gets serious.
And David Powers had different lines to read at this point.
Yeah, I think he said Obi-Wan killed your father. Or something like that. Only Luke knew what the real line was. No. Best reveal in cinematic history.
And Gigawatt's correct. It's like the most misquoted line.
Yeah. They always want to say, Luke, I am your father. It's like, no, I am your father.
Okay, Al. From a theological standpoint here, is Luke attempting suicide?
Um, I'm pretty sure it was in the back of his mind that I'd rather die than. Because I don't know if he knew how the duct systems worked here, and that he would have been sucked into one. But now that he's down there, he's like, "Oh, I'm still alive. Okay, let's see if I can like continue living here."
Gigawatt says he'd say so. See, this is what my point is. Like back in college, I took an arson class, and the teacher was saying panic doesn't exist in fires, and he was talking about like high rise fires, and he says, people who get trapped on the top floors, they'll jump out, but they're not jumping out with the intent to kill themselves. They're jumping out with the intent to escape the fire. And it's like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, you're jumping 20 stories, you're going to die, but in your mind, that's a better choice than being burned alive. So jumping off that weather vane is a better choice than going with Vader. You kind of got like two choices. If that makes sense to anybody. So
Chewie is not ready to forgive yet.
and what was wrong with the original line of "Bring my shuttle"? That's just it's more to the point. Now we're gonna hear the music we heard on Hoth earlier in the film.
A very slow aspect to that theme that time. Da, 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 da. You're kissing your brother again.
Well, they weren't using tongs. Mhm.
Chewie, I just like how Chewie is just pissed off to all get out. He's like, "Ah!"
That Vader landing shot does suck, Eric. It doesn't walk. It doesn't look like Vader's walking down that ramp. That looks like you just put someone in a suit. Ben Burtt did a wonderful job with sound design. Someone give that man an Academy Award.
Who?
Ben Burtt.
Oh,
Sound.
yeah. He developed all kinds of sounds. Just, I think they like gave him a year and they just said, make sounds. And he just, anywhere he could find, like tapping on electrical pole wires and
Really, that shot of Vader landing was just an unused thing from Jedi? Wow.
huh. Nope, he knows exactly what they did because the computer in Cloud City told him. You know, that look on Pete's face, his life is flashing before his eyes.
Yeah, but he survives for the next film.
Yeah, yes, he does, but still, you know, he's thinking it. Look, he's terrified right there. Everyone in that room is terrified, except that guy is just writing away. What's going on? It's a ragtag fugitive fleet.
Eric, I think R2 is like the secret hero for the entire trilogy.
Yes, he is. Now, does anybody else think it's weird that Lando is wearing Han's clothes?
Maybe a little bit. They're the same size, although I don't think they really are. I think Harrison Ford's taller.
I do not think Carrie Fisher gets enough credit for how beautiful she was.
Oh, she's no Karen Allen.
Oh, I would take Carrie Fisher over Karen Allen.
I'd take Karen Allen any day of the week.
Hey, well, we got our double date.
Then we don't have to fight.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
We can go out and enjoy ourselves.
That's right. There's your Y wing.
I love those Y-wings, man. That's my favorite Star Wars fighter.
The best Star Wars end credits, I think, is Empire.
Bottom.
Oh, and it must be because Eric Woods agrees with me.
God, I love this music. The triumvirate: Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, and Carrie Fisher. Na 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 na.
You know, the only two Empire posters I don't have is the Style A1 sheet and the Advanced 1 sheet. I have all the others from the theatrical run.
I still want to get the original Star Wars poster.
Style A?
I guess that's what it's called. I don't know. And a lot of people, because the Hildebrands did a version.
They did.
But that's not the one.
one.
I like the original one.
Yeah, that's the Style A1 sheet.
Yeah, that is a beautiful. I could remember as a kid standing in front of that poster, just looking at all the little details.
Yep. It's the one that's on the VHS box.
Design consultant and conceptual artist Ralph McQuarrie. Da-da, da, 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 da. Property dressing supervisor Joe Dipple. What a great name. Ben Burt.
Yeah, I can only imagine how awesome this would have sounded tonight at Symphony Hall.
But then you wouldn't have been here with me.
I'm not disputing that fact. I'm just if I could have done both, that would have been cool.
I am at least a decent substitute.
You are a wonderful substitute.
Well, thank you. Dun, dun,
Like I said, I
dun,
can't run
dun,
off and be worried about my dogs the entire time.
Yeah.
Oh, it is disappointing because that girl was all about like, oh yeah, I've done dog sitting before. I'd love to come over and just stay at the house and pay me whatever you want to pay me. And I'm like, well, how much do you want? Whatever you want to pay me. How much do you want? Throw out a figure. I'll probably agree to it. Go Team Ghost Planet. Thank you for stopping by tonight. I hope you enjoyed the film and the discussion. Thank you, as always, for coming. I understand it is late, especially for me for a Thursday night. I'm usually in bed like an hour and a half ago at least.
I don't know if he worked on this film or not, but John Dykstra, one of the special effects artists.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I need to talk about.
Have you ever seen his daughter, Chloe?
Is she hot?
Oh man, yes.
Mm. She's a special effect.
She's kind of like she's a cosplayer, model, actress.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like a YouTube person, you know. Ta-da, ta-da.
One 800-phone THX. I wonder if that phone number's still good.
Only one way to find out.
Mm. Okay,
So,
David says Lando's outfit's not the same as Han's. Okay.
it looks similar enough to make you go, wait a
They
minute.
shop at the same store.
Yeah.
Okay. I wonder if I can play the Seagull song and not get a copyright strike. Let's see. Can you hear that?
No, send me the link.
Al?
Wait, Seagull. Hello?
Yeah, the Seagull song. Can you hear it?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna press play. Let me know if you can hear it.
Is it called Stop It Now?
Yes, stop it now.
Okay, well, let me.
Oh, you can get it on your end?
Okay, it's called Stop It Now, Bad Lip Reading.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Okay, you want to start it at the same time? Well, stop. I'm trying to pause it. It won't pause. Okay, you ready to start it?
Let me get back to the YouTube. Okay, go.
Go.
A bad guy hit me in the shin and I peed all over my pants.
Come on, everyone knows the words.
Bad guy hit me in the shin and I peed all over my pants.
Yep. I said, Seagulls. Stop it now.
No, I have never seen this.
Seagulls can come. Poke me in coconut. And they did. Mm-hmm.
On that beach.
Where'd it come from?
I'm at the run, jump, and stop. Put me down. This is hysterical.
I don't.
Okay, don't hit me. Don't hit me. You got to give credit to guys like this who
I
do
know.
this kind of
I know.
stuff.
Kind of little still. I was like, that log had a child.
That log had a child. by a boulder.
I don't know how you've lived all these years without seeing this.
What?
I don't know how you've never seen this.
I've never seen it.
Have you seen 49 times?
No.
Okay. Well, it's called Bushes of Love. Did you see that?
I see it on the side there.
Okay. Click that one.
Right.
Tonight is your education. This is an Obi-Wan Kenobi song.
Okay. It's playing.
Okay.
Bushes of Love extended lyric
Bushes of
video.
Love. Yep. For all you single people out there,
The floors instead of the floors.
and you've never seen this one before?
Nope. Never
Wow.
saw it.
I mean, this only has 58 million views. I think I was at least 8 million of those.
Hold me when I open like a flower.
Oh, the best part's coming up, Big Al. Crispy body
Body's by the door.
Yeah. Thank you, David. I'm glad you had a good time. Better than Boston, right? Yes. Cricket. Did you ever watch The Walking Dead?
Nah, wasn't my thing.
Well, they got one from The Walking Dead. It's called Carl Papa. It's real cute. Um, and then Hostels on the Hill is like the Battle of Hoth. That's really good. And Not the Future is kind of like the Return of the Jedi song. Um, and then there's another Yoda song called My Stick. It's okay. It's nothing special. But
Yeah.
Hostels on the Hill and Not the Future are pretty good. And Carl Papa from Walking Dead is funny. But it's bad lip reading for people at home who don't know. They're on
Yep.
YouTube. They make very humorous videos, and they're quite talented. So check them out.
I got to give them credit. Great
Yeah.
editing. You know, they're doing what they're doing, and they're doing it good.
And check out Big Al Presents as well. He has a channel. He does movie
Thank
reviews,
you.
Rewatches, usually about twice a month.
Yep,
Rambling shows.
Got to
He used to
rewatch
do
this Saturday night, 10 o'clock. We're doing Robot Jocks.
Robot Jocks. You got Gone with the Wind coming up too, right?
Gone with the Wind's July 2nd.
July 2nd. Okay.
That'll be a special start time of 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern.
Big Al used to do random
what
live streams, but he doesn't anymore.
Yeah, I haven't done one. I need to do one. It may happen one day.
Okay.
I just haven't with everything going on with move and then mom passing.
Yeah, I understand.
I just I'm glad I've gotten back into the streaming and doing stuff. Like I said, I have a video of my top 10 favorite starships, not from Star Trek or Star Wars. So hopefully that'll be out in the next few days. But like I said, next thing for sure, Saturday night, Robot Jocks with Wolf 10 Media, special guest, and 2 weeks after that, Pacific Rim. It's Giant Robot June.
Excellent.
Now presents. In July, a lot of good classics. Gone with the Wind, Casablanca, and Day the Earth Stood Still. That's my July rewatches.
Cool.
A lot of good stuff coming up for the rest of the year. I've got almost all of it planned out except for 2 weekends.
Well, you got more planned out than I do.
Yeah, I got really bored one day and just planned out the rest of the year. I know what I'm doing for Christmas. Halloween might change. I might slip the Halloween ones into November and choose some more conventional Halloween-y films. But yeah, August is coming up. I got some good ones in August. One of the films is going to be the original Planet of the Apes. So doing some trying to do some classic stuff here. Relatively classic anyway.
Well, thank you again for doing this tonight with me, Al.
Oh, I had a lot of fun. Thanks for having me.
And thank you, everyone.
I'm available. I'm available a lot, so whatever you want to do let me know.
I appreciate it. I was sad I didn't get to Boston, but I'm glad we got to do this. So.
I'm glad too. I had a lot of fun. Can never go wrong watching any of the original trilogy.
That's true. That's very true. Well, everyone, adopt, don't shop. Keep listening to great film music. I have a show scheduled for Sunday. I think it's the 250 entry for Miss 80s Movies and Music contest thingy. Mm-hmm. And I think the Batman show on Monday, Predator next Wednesday. I'm expecting a very large box from Versera Band to show up at some point. I only ordered it like 2 weeks ago. And I will see everyone soon. Take care. And it was good to spend the evening with everyone.
Bye, everyone.